What's going on, all? It's the aftermath. Martin against Ortiz, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. Um, Trey's channel. What a heck of a fight, what a start to the new year, for sure, man. I mean, Martin against Ortiz. I knew it would be a good fight. A lot of people didn't really think it would be a good fight. They thought that Ortiz would run him over or knock him out, but, Martin KO percentage speaks for itself, He is also former IBF heavyweight champion, Ortiz has never been a heavyweight champion before, understand that. And, you're challenging a guy that has one-hit knockout power, which is Charles Martin, that's what he does. Knocks guys out with one punch. And you've seen Ortiz being knocked out by one punch before, and that's how he lost, that was against Wilder. So this is why I was choosing Martin to win. So Ortiz, coming in at 42 especially, I thought that he wouldn't have enough in the tank. You see Ortiz sort of gassing out against Wilder, in the later rounds, or not as quick, So, I mean, the age is just ticking over, man, for the movement. You see his knees buckle now and then, man. You see him getting rocked by every punch from Martin. And this isn't discouraging Martin's ability here, Like I said, he's got one hit knockout power, So, I mean, he is challenging a heavy puncher, Ortiz is. So, I mean, Martin really did have his chances in that fight, man. I mean, he dropped him twice. And Ortiz was really lucky that he dropped him at the end of the round. Because, I mean, if he had dropped him in the middle or the start of the round, Ortiz wouldn't have time to recover, Ortiz is getting knocked down. He's getting up, man, and then he's going to his corner. He's sitting down. He's rethinking things, He has time to recover here. Where you look at when Ortiz knocks down Martin for the first time, Martin's hand gets stuck in the ropes. He's getting angry about that, man. He's having a go at Ortiz. He doesn't really know where he is. He doesn't really have eye contact with the ref. This is because his recovery time isn't long enough. He's knocked down and he's trying to get his hand out of the ropes. He's not mentally there, you know what I mean? So he's getting up, man, without recovering enough, and then going back into a whirlwind with a dangerous Ortiz, that really goes after he hurts you. I mean, you saw what he done to against Wilder in the 7th round. In the first fight, you saw that. When Ortiz catches you, he's going to try to finish the job. He's going to try to close the job. He's had over 350 amateur fights. I mean, he's very well molded. Especially when it's time to finish the job. He's used to that. So, I mean, the problem here with Martin, man, is how he got caught with that punch is from the power shots. He's doing power jabs, which worked. I mean, he knocked him down with the jab, but what Ortiz is doing here, man, he's cornering him off, cutting him off the ring. So he knows, okay, I'm going to cut him off, man. I'm going to try to finish him off here. So he does the double jab, right? Then Martin is going for the power jab, which he's doing throughout most of the fight, hitting with the power shots. Very confident that the power shots will knock him down, man. And Ortiz is slipping that jab and coming over with the overhand right, man. Overhand left, my apologies. Which is a very common punch against the taller fighters. And Martin moving straight back, man, that's straight danger. He's not circling around. You look at another guy with a power jab, Joe Joyce. Joyce is a guy that circles around when you're coming forward, or he's pushing you back with the power jab. He's making sure that he's not moving back. You know what I mean? That's dangerous when you're using the power jab, because if they slip the jab, man, they can come at you with a big shot, which Ortiz done. The overhand left. Very common shot against the taller fighters. You've seen Fury getting knocked down from that punch against Cunningham. You know what I mean? The overhand left, overhand right, man, whatever way you do it, man, is very dangerous when a guy is moving straight back. Very dangerous. because it's likely to land, and especially when you're slipping the jab like Ortiz done. You're challenging a surgeon here. You're challenging a guy that's used to different scenarios. You look at another guy like Povetkin, when he challenged White the first time. He's used to different scenarios. He gets dropped twice as well, And again, he gets dropped late, gets up, has time to recover, and then is able to, finish off White with the uppercut, man, because White isn't using mobile movement. He's not using a mobile jab here. Similar to Martin. Martin is using a power jab, moving back, not circling around, not being wary of that, man. Not double jabbing like Ortiz is. Ortiz double jabs, hits body shots, man, tries to confuse Martin. Martin is going for the power shots, trying to end the job, So, Ortiz is a lot more tactical, a lot more clinical in this scenario, So he hits him with the double jab, right? Then Martin is coming with the single jab. Ortiz moves forward, slips his jab, overhand left, game over. Stuns Martin, hits him with multiple shots. Then as I said before, Martin gets back up with no recovery time. With frustration about his arm on the ropes, and from there, man, he doesn't have enough time to recover for a few flurries that Ortiz throws and a lot of power shots that he lands. And that was the fight, man. It was a great fight overall. It was a great fight. Full credit to Martin, full credit to Ortiz. They both put on a good performance. Ortiz's performance was showing that he still has that knockout ability. He still has that execution when he finishes the job. He still has that fire in him. For Martin, he showed that he can still compete against on high level. He can come back and he can still fight, guys on the top. And with that performance, man, I'm hoping that he does get another shot. Martin did really look good at the end of the day. But for Ortiz, I think that he has, maybe one or two more fights. You know what I mean? I was going for Martin at the start, man, but seeing his daughters crying and all that, man, during the fight, I understand this is a fight game, but I also understand, when a guy hits a certain age, you don't want to see him go out like that. You don't want to see him take a beating where he can't recover. You know what I mean? And like I said before, Ortiz was very lucky to have been knocked down late in the round, because I believe if he had been knocked down earlier, Martin would have finished him off, man. That's what I believe. But that's my take on it, man. I think Ortiz should have at least one or two more fights, or even just one fight. He is the mandatory now, I believe. Why not just wait for the undisputed fight? Maybe challenge someone, a lower opposition, just to keep yourself busy, sharpen up your tools before that fight if you are waiting, and just get that one big payday, man. I don't want to see him really go out with permanent damage here. He took a lot of punishment from Martin, and I believe if he challenges another heavy-handed fighter, man, he could not recover at that age, and I don't want to see him go out like that, But that's my take on it, man. It was a heck of a fight. It is the aftermath, man. Leave your comment, leave your take on it. Thanks for tuning in, man. Hit the notification bell, man. Hit the notification bell. And thanks for the support, man. Peace. God bless.